What do you think are the three biggest lies that you've been told about nutrition and that we are continually being told about nutrition? These are my three biggest lies, and it wasn't that easy to come up with them because there are just so many. But okay, these are the three that I think we need to really understand. Welcome to Shape Fixer. I'm Andrew. I'm a nutritionist. I'm a sportsman. I've been lied to all my life, and now I understand what's really going on, and I am much, much healthier as a result. So, big lie number one is that you need carbohydrates in your diet. You do not. There is no recommended minimum daily allowance for carbohydrates. The minimum recommended amount is 0. So if you can have 0, clearly you don't need them. Have you ever heard of an essential sugar? No. Carbohydrates are sugar. They are made of sugar. You do not need any carbohydrates. Whether they are complex carbohydrates or grains or whatever you want, you don't need them. They are bad for you. They make you fat. They make you sick, because that's what sugar does. That is lie number one, is that you need a balanced diet that includes carbohydrates, which are bad for you. My big lie number two, that we've also been told all our lives, is that saturated fat is bad for you. That's animal fat. Saturated fat, it gives you a heart attack. No, it doesn't. Sugar causes heart attack. It is sugar that damages your blood vessels, damages your cholesterol, and leads to heart disease and obesity and diabetes and all those other wonderful things. It's got nothing to do with saturated fat. Saturated fat is perfectly healthy and very good for you. The only oil or fat that is bad for you is trans fat or margarine, seed oils, vegetable oils. These oils are produced in a factory. They're not natural. What vegetable do you get oil from, actually? So artificial trans fat oils are artificial. They're bad for you. They are carcinogenic and they will destroy your liver. Saturated fat or animal fat, like butter, is very, very good for you. Right, that was lie number two. Lie number three, you need fiber in your diet. Oh, no, you don't. Millions of people are on a carnivore diet, for heaven's sake. They don't eat vegetables at all, and they're fine. So how do you explain that? We don't need fiber. I was at the hospital with a client just last week who has some intestinal problem, and the surgeon said to her, for heaven's sake, cut the fiber out of your diet because it's going to make your pain worse. Well, if you can cut your fiber out of your diet, then clearly it's not that important. You don't need fiber. That was a lie that we've been told for the last 50 years to get us to keep on a high grain, high carbohydrate, vegetable or plant-based diet, which is nonsense. You don't need fiber in your diet. Now, those are my three biggest ones. It was difficult because I was wondering whether cholesterol should be one of the big lies. Dietary cholesterol, because we're talking about diet here. We're not talking about blood tests and other things like that. We're talking about dietary cholesterol. Dietary cholesterol in eggs, for example, I've decided that's not really an issue because even the American Heart Association on its website now says, or acknowledges, finally admits, that dietary cholesterol is completely irrelevant. And that is because your body makes cholesterol, and it makes it because you need it, because it's essential to sustain your life. Your own body is not trying to kill you. That's not how it works. If you cut down on foods that contain cholesterol, guess what your body does? It makes more. That's right. It just makes more. So dietary cholesterol is irrelevant, but I didn't include that as one of my big three lies because even the Heart Association is now admitting that it's irrelevant. So there you go. If you can get your head around not eating carbohydrates, cutting them out of your diet so that you lose weight and you don't have heart problems, you start increasing your saturated fat intake so that you still have energy without the sugar, and you understand that you don't actually need fiber, so you can eat the vegetables you want to, as and when you want to. Stay away from the ones with high carbs and high sugar, and you'll be fine without fiber in your diet. You will lose weight. You will lower your risk of heart disease. You will reverse your type 2 diabetes because you've cured your liver of fatty liver disease, and you will have all number of metabolic issues will just magically disappear, and you will look and feel younger again, because you will be metabolically younger if you stop damaging your body by following this crazy dietary advice that we've been getting for the last 50 years. Now, I've done videos on all these topics, so I'm not going into the ins and outs of the science in this video, because this video is just to present the 3 big lies. I've got videos on carbs, I've got videos on fat, I've done videos on fiber. I'm going to link them all down below here so you can go and have a look if you think they sound a bit crazy, because if you haven't heard any of this before, you probably will think it's crazy. I thought it was crazy. First time I heard I don't need fiber. What? Turns out it's true. You don't. So subscribe to this channel and don't miss out on any of our videos. Or how about becoming a member? If you become a member of this channel, you get support, you become part of a community, you get more videos, we do more interactive stuff. I do videos that you ask for, and you have a support group to help you on the journey to getting healthier, to losing weight, and to reversing metabolic disease, and at least putting the brakes on that aging process that we're all living in fear of. Thank you very much for your time. Please comment on the video down below. But if you do have any queries, or you do want to challenge anything, can I suggest that you go and look in the notes below the video first, and go and watch the videos explaining in detail the things that I've covered here, and then we can by all means have the conversation.